Please stop. You're hurting me. My girl, be patient. All will be okay.
This is African Folktales and Histories. Watch, subscribe, like and share.
In a quiet, picturesque village, two families lived side by side. Grace and Anne were more than neighbours. They were the closest of friends. Their bond was so strong that they were often called sisters by the villagers. Both women shared everything: joys, sorrows, and dreams. Grace had a lively 7-year-old son named Liam. Anne, on the other hand, had a sweet, gentle daughter named Dorcas. The two children were inseparable, spending every afternoon playing hide-and-seek, jumping rope, or inventing their own games under the shade of the old mango tree in the centre of the village. Their laughter was the heartbeat of the village, a melody that brought joy to everyone around. One sunny afternoon, Liam came running home with his school bag bouncing on his back. School had closed for the holidays, and he couldn't wait to tell Dorcas about all the fun they would have. But Grace noticed something off. Instead of the usual excitement in his eyes, there was a flicker of hesitation. "Liam, how did your exams go?" she asked, her voice calm but curious. Liam looked down, scuffing the dirt with his shoes. "Mama, I didn't do well," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. Grace's heart sank as she took the report card from his hand. The bold letters at the bottom revealed the truth. Tale of the class. Her disappointment was evident, but she took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. "Liam, we'll talk about this later," she said, sending him to wash up. That evening, as the orange sun dipped behind the hills, Grace sat on the porch, thinking deeply. She couldn't ignore Liam's struggles in school. She knew her son was bright, but perhaps he needed a different approach to learning. "I need to help him," she murmured to herself. But how? Suddenly, an idea sparked. Grace had heard about educational apps and tools that could help children learn in fun and interactive ways. She decided to buy Liam a phone, not for games or chatting, but as a tool to improve his studies. The next morning, Grace walked to the nearby electronic shop in the market. The shopkeeper greeted her warmly. "I need a phone with good features for learning," she said. The shopkeeper showed her a Techno Camon 30, explaining its strong battery life, clear screen, and storage for apps. After some thought, Grace nodded. "I'll take it." Back home, Liam was playing outside with Dorcas when Grace called him into the house. He walked in hesitantly, unsure of what to expect. "Sit down, Liam," Grace said, a small smile on her face. He obeyed, his heart pounding. Grace reached into her bag and pulled out the phone, neatly boxed. "This is for you," she said, handing it to him. Liam's eyes widened. "A phone? For me?" he asked, disbelief and excitement mixing in his voice. "Yes, my boy, but it's not for games or anything else. It's to help you study and improve your grades," Grace explained. Liam carefully unwrapped the phone, his face lighting up with joy. "Thank you, Mama. I promise I'll use it well," Grace smiled, ruffling his hair. "I know you will. Let's set it up together." As days passed, Liam's fascination with his phone grew deeper. He discovered apps filled with colourful cartoons, gripping series, and endless entertaining videos. Every spare moment was consumed by the screen, his studies abandoned. Dorcas, always by his side, joined in the binge-watching. Together, they laughed at animated characters, followed dramatic storylines, and marvelled at the endless entertainment their small device provided. One afternoon, Liam stumbled upon an app containing videos explicitly designed for adults. Intrigued and fueled by adolescent curiosity, he showed Dorcas. Dorcas, ever the follower, readily agreed to watch. They lowered the phone's volume, peeking nervously at their bedroom doors, whispering about the content. "What kind of video is this?" Dorcas asked, eyes wide. Liam, feigning nonchalance, shrugged. "I don't know, let's just keep watching." That evening, forgetting to lock their gate, they were engrossed in a particularly explicit video. Grace, noticing the unusual silence, peered through the window. She saw her children, faces illuminated by the phone's glow, utterly absorbed. Carefully, she opened the door. The video reached its climax just as Grace entered. Liam's attempts to lock his phone screen were futile. Grace's eyes widened. "Liam, what is this?" she demanded, her voice trembling. Liam's hand trembled as he handed over the phone. Grace's gasp echoed in the room as she scrolled through the app's history, a chronicle of their forbidden viewing. She called their friend Anne, a mother known for her sensible advice. Anne arrived swiftly, a serious discussion ensuing, warning the children about the dangers of such content. Surprisingly, instead of confiscating the phone, they opted for a stern warning and increased parental supervision. But their parental intervention proved to be just a temporary speed bump. Weeks later, Liam and Dorcas, having discovered new websites with similar content, began discussing how to imitate the actions they witnessed. "Will we practice this?" Liam whispered to Dorcas, his voice laced with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Dorcas, ever cautious, countered, "What if it's dangerous? What if Mum and Dad find out?" Liam brushed her concerns aside. If it was dangerous, adults wouldn't do it. He suggested the bathroom, its door ajar for quick escape. Liam positioned the phone before Dorcas, volume cranked up. He guided her through the scene, miming the actions with unsettling accuracy. As they began to undress, mimicking the video, Grace returned home early. Once again, the silence was broken only by the phone's audio. She found them, stark naked and acting out the video. Liam stammered a half-hearted lie about bathing, but the explicit sounds and images left no room for doubt. Grace's anger was immediate and raw. She snatched the phone, crushing it underfoot before disciplining them spiral severely. The ensuing week saw frequent trips to church and Sunday school, a desperate attempt to salvage their morality. The incident, however, left a lasting impact, a stark reminder of unchecked curiosity and the devastating consequences of mimicking adult behavior.